Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. Actually, I'm still on the road. Yeah, I'm still testing out this range for the Velotric Thunder 1. Yeah, so if I sound tired out, it's because, yeah, I just finished doing another video, which you've already seen. Now I'm doing another video for you. I've got a ways to go. This is, where am I at? 63%. And this is going to be forever before this battery wears out. Now the app tells us we have at least 16 miles to go. Might be more. It very well might be more. I haven't even hit halfway yet. I don't know what my total mileage is so far. I haven't looked. But anyway, watch the Velotric range test video. It'll tell you what the final thing was when we're finished with everything. Oh man. So yeah, I'm tired out. You know, the thing is, sometimes people say, why buy a bike if it's going to tire you out? I mean, isn't an e-bike supposed to make your life easier? Yeah, I hear that. On the other hand, others say, why buy a bike if it's just going to help you all the way and you're not getting any exercise? There's two ways of looking at it, right? I'm of the first camp. I want my life to be a little bit easier at my age and at my bad knee. Yeah, I want it to be a little bit easier. This is a little tougher for me. The motor does help, all right? I'm not saying it doesn't. It does. See, the thing with these pedal assists on bikes like this, the Class 1 bike with the torque sensor, you could put it on pedal assist 5. You're not going to get anywhere unless you pedal hard to get that assist, okay? And it's not going to eat your battery up as much as you think, just because it sits at 5. The torque sensor is basically holding it back. It's not letting it give you more because you're not pushing more. If I pushed hard, like right now, you see it's picking up, okay? But yeah, I've got to work for that. And I'm a little too old, a little too handicapped, a little too fat to be able to do that. Oh, let me tell you this about the bike too while we're at it. Remember that thin saddle that was on there? Yeah, I did change that out. I just took a saddle from one of our other brands that came with their bike. I had put a Bikeroo saddle on that bike, but that saddle wasn't so bad. So I figured, let's use it. Now, if I do end up selling this bike, it will go back to that original saddle. I just return back to whatever came with the bike. And that's what you get if you buy the bike. You'll need to buy a better saddle. Some people like those thin saddles. You know, if you're used to road bikes, they usually come with those really thin saddles that are kind of hard. I'm not used to that. Plus, I'm kind of big, so I needed something with better support. This is not the greatest saddle I'm working on right now, okay? That's why I changed it out, but since I didn't have any additional saddles to use, got to use what I have. So I took a saddle off of a previous bike and used that. It's bigger, yeah, it's got a little more cush, but nowhere as good as my Bikeroos or the Giddy Ups. I think the best saddle right now, you know, I said the Giddy Up was really nice, because that thing is just huge. It just it looked like big wings on the side of the thing, right? I think that may have been superseded by a new saddle from one of the other companies that sent me a new bike. Two companies actually that have similar, but one is actually a little bit more plush than the other, but they're almost about the same size. They're really big. The sad part is And if you got to buy it from the company, it's not a cheap saddle. Yeah, I don't know what the price was. Was it like $79 or $100 or something like that? It's not cheap, but it sure feels good. So I wish all of my bikes had that saddle on there, quite frankly. Yeah. Then I would say, wow, that was a good upgrade. Yeah, I think half the battle is if you're not feeling comfortable on your bike, it's not fun to ride then, you see. You got to have something that feels good, but also has good performance. I mean, what's a performance on a saddle? Longer riding time. I mean, if your saddle is hurting your butt, you're not going to want to stay on the bike. You want to get off of it. So yeah, the saddle makes a difference. Somebody asked me, how do you stay on that saddle for 60 miles? Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's a Bikeroo saddle. That's the original first Bikeroo saddle that I got. Okay, so now we have a car, so we're gonna stop. Stop sign here. So, okay, the car's turning. There's the car. You see it? All right, so we can go. Yeah, it was from the original Bikeroo saddles that I had, and those had cushier foam, I think. The second batch that I bought, not so much. It's kind of stiffer. I was kind of disappointed in that. And then right after that, Giddy Up sent me saddles, and I said, wow, this thing looks really weird. And then it turns out I like it. I have that wide one on my Magicycle Cruiser Pro wannabe. It's an upgraded cruiser. So now this other saddle comes in on another bike that came in, plus another company gave me another one, which is very, very, very similar to it. But I think that other one, it was better. That's a lot more money. Yeah, that's going to be over twice the price of what I've been paying for saddles. So I don't think I can afford to buy more of those things. I mean, if you only have one bike to put on, sure, why not do it? You got multiple bikes to put it on. Yeah, I don't think you want to spend an extra $100 for every single bike. So, but as we talked about in a couple videos before, you could get a suspension seat post if you wanted to. That kind of helps a little bit, right? It's different. It's different. I mean, even if you had a suspension seat post, but your saddle was hard, you'd be bouncing up and down on something that's hard, you see. Or you have a really cushy saddle and you have a suspension seat post on top of it, or I should say below it. Yeah, nice and cushy. Not everyone likes it. I know a couple comments came in and said it's kind of a pity that people put suspension seat posts on. But hey, you know, everyone has a different feel, different desire of what they want to do. So my job is to try these different things and report back to you, let you know what I thought about it. Yeah, it doesn't mean if I don't like something, doesn't mean you won't like it too. I mean, you might like it. But I have noticed too that whenever I make a change to something, a couple of you guys will go ahead and go get one too. That's the life of an influencer. Yeah, influencer. I love that word. It's kind of a ridiculous word, quite frankly. Influencer. What am I influencing? I'm just trying things out and telling you about it. Okay, maybe you believe me, maybe you don't. Maybe you do it, maybe you don't. If you do it, I've influenced you, right? Or you might say, well, Russ likes it, so absolutely, I'm not buying one. See, I influenced you again. Influenced you not to buy it. Oh, you might have wondered, after the one video we talked about people giving me thumbs down, did I get any thumbs down on that video? Yeah, I got one. Well, last time I looked, it was one. Maybe there's two out there, who knows? Thing is, I think sometimes those who leave those thumbs down, they don't actually watch the video. They just see Russ has come out with a video, let's hit the thumbs down. So they may not know that they're actually helping me out. So who knows? But yeah, we got a thumbs down on that video. Thank you. Yeah, you're helping me out. You don't know it, but you are. All right, where are we at here? Oh man, 59%. This is gonna be several days of ride because I'm tiring out real fast here. All right, ladies. You go left, I go right, doesn't matter. Thank you. Yeah, they weren't sure which way to go. Funny. No, you gotta have a bell. Okay. Yeah, this is the original bell, but as you know, I usually change out the bell to that other type. I think I put it in the description of all the videos now of where you can get that bell. I don't know if it's on all of them. No, it's probably not on all of them. I only did it on one. I'll do it again on this one if I remember. If I didn't remember and you want to get the bell, just put a comment, say, hey Russ, where do I get the bell? And then I'll put it in there. Sometimes, I say that I'm going to do something then after the edits, and I'll forget. I just won't remember to put it in there. It takes a while for the editing time, and then it takes a while for me to upload, and by that time I've probably already forgotten to do it. So yeah, remind me if I forget stuff, okay? So how's the temperature today? Well, it's about 61 right now. I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt. I have my yellow vest on, as I usually do, especially on this bike. I mean, this bike is, it's not like neon green. Yeah, it's, what does it call it? Crystal black. It's kind of an interesting color thing. It's black in the back, and then fades into like grayish silver. Grayish, I guess gray would be closer. So it has a little transition from black to gray. They call it crystal black. It's kind of nice, actually. Although I would have called it crystal gray or something. I don't know. Are they saying it started out as black and then goes to gray, or starts out as gray and fades to black? I don't know. All right, let's stop here. We got cars coming. Sometimes when I stop, cars will stop and ask me to go on. So, all right. So here's the thing with this bike. You got to push off, and then you got to pedal. That is not easy to do. Now this car went wide because you see I went off a little bit towards it, trying to get started. And this is the problem with a Class 1 bike with no throttle, okay? You got to start up just like you would normally start up on a regular bike to get moving. Yeah, that means standing up a little bit, pushing off, pushing down on the pedal, trying to pedal while you're moving forward a little bit to get some momentum, right? You see how all the cars are going way past me. Well, first they have to, because if you notice on the ground here, we've got this bicycle symbol. They're supposed to share the road with me. So if I decided to sit right smack in the center of the lane, they really can't do anything, because that symbol doesn't necessarily mean I have to be right on top of it, because it's not actually dedicated to just that area. I could literally take the whole lane if I wanted to. That would be mean. You'd probably have a whole line of cars that would be honking at you if you did that. But they really can't do anything about it if I did it. I'm not that mean. Some people are. I'm not that mean. All right. I think I'm fading fast. I don't think this range test is going to go all the way where I expected it to go in one day. This is actually my second day doing it. It's going to rain tomorrow, and the weather's going to get worse. I'm trying to finish this up for Velotrick to get an end result. I don't know whether I can in 2 days. I think it's going to take me 3 or 4 days to do it. I haven't even hit 50% yet. All right, I think I'm done for today. It's really tiring me out. Now, how far can I go on a bike with a throttle? Well, I think the longest I've ever done was 66 miles, non-stop, only stopping to change the battery out. Literally sitting on the bike the entire time. So, yeah, it's a major difference between having to work for your miles and having a bike help you a lot, right? So, that still doesn't mean I don't like Class 1 bikes, because as you know, I do. At least the other one. Yeah, at least the other one. But that one has a cadence sensor, so it helps out. Anyway, I think I'll call it quits for today. I think I've done enough. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to continue on another day to try to get this final mileage for you. I'll talk to you guys next time.